y'all. Welcome to Glum Day TV. It is me, Candy Cubana, in this thing though. Just making sure that y'all can hear me. I had technical difficulties on my last live, so I had to re-record and find time to re-record and do it again, y'all. This stuff is not that easy, but I'm not going to give up, okay? I'm not going to give up. And shout out to the nail cam. Come on, nail cam. Come on, Miss Kitty. Come on, Miss Kitty. Meow. It's giving purr. Did y'all see the kitty though? The kitty brown. The kitty's brown. Oh my god. Anyways, welcome. I hope you guys are having a good summer. It is August. Let's stay dated. Let's stay up to date. It is August 30th, child. We entering into a whole new month. Happy Labor Day weekend holiday. Hope y'all, get you some good eating, chill with the family and the friends, or make some business moves, such as myself. Whatever you need to do, whatever you got to do to feel good, whatever you have to do to survive. Because today, we're going to talk about that. I am your hostess with the mostest, Candy Cubana, and this thing though. And I missed y'all. I missed y'all so much. And just bear with me with my technical difficulties, with my lawn chair cushion, with my, this old gaming chair, my rocking chair that I've been having for years. Listen, I'm going to get it together. It's okay. See, but if y'all build with me from the ground up, I will remember y'all. I will appreciate those that didn't judge me when I didn't have much. That's the whole point. My vibe is my tribe. So if you can stick with me now and roll this roller coaster with me, we gonna be just fine. I promise you. I'm gonna take you to the top. I know. I see it. Don't even trip. Today, I would like to talk about botched real life. Like people who's botched their life, or people who are just living like a botched type of life, meaning the decisions that they make are altering and determining their destination and their outcomes and what's going on. This is what it is. You guys are making botched ass decisions. Sometimes you just a botched ass person and you need to do some healing and some meditating and some type of rehabilitation for yourself, some self-care. Isolate yourself, stay away from people, try to figure out who you are and what you like, and can you even be by yourself for 5 minutes. Those things are important. But we're going to talk about what is plastic surgery, right? We see it all the time. We see the BBLs. We see the chi-chis, of course. We see men now getting pecs. We see men now getting calves. They're getting biceps. They're getting hair implants. They're getting just the amount of everything that a woman is getting. Liposuction, breast augmentation. Let me, and notice how the sun is shining. The sun is really shining, y'all. This is not just light, okay? I changed my shift at work, and I am loving it. I get off earlier. I can enjoy the sun, darling. I can enjoy the sun, darling, in a glass of lemonade. Thank you. In the shade, in a glass of lemonade. So, boom. Let's get it. What is plastic surgery? Plastic surgery is a broad surgical specialty that improves a person's appearance. Okay? Now, what it can do on the positive side, plastic surgery, it can correct defects from birth, trauma, illnesses, injuries, diseases, things like that. So I'm not against that. I'm not against really anything as long as you're not hurting yourself or others. But I know that it's addicting. I understand. Like, plastic surgery is kind of like tattoos. I get it. Like, I got a couple tattoos. here and there that I got back in high school, certain places. but I didn't get addicted. I make sure that nothing ever overcomes me. Like, I just gotta have it or else. You know, that's a dangerous feeling, and I'm cool on all of that. So, and I may not have people in my lives because I just be random with my times, and I don't expect nobody to keep up with my random self. So I just, put the information out there and do my show as I go, because I know that people will be listening. I know I will be having viewers. I know people are going to look back on this because of whatever. They be pulling up people old Twitters. So, yeah. Okay, so now that we got that, what is plastic surgery exactly out the way? That's cool and everything. Learning what plastic surgery is. Plastic surgery, I think, was meant for correcting defects. It was meant for, making someone feel better about themselves if they had some type of deformation or something like that. Or if they got injured and got deformed, or whatever the case may be, and they needed to do something with their face or their body, so they would go under the knife, and that would be, considered like the normal plastic surgery or whatever. We also have rhinoplasty, I probably ain't saying it right, which is nose jobs, breast augmentation, which is new boobies, lipo, which is to remove fat, and then people do breast reductions, which is to relieve back pain, shoulder pain, and stress, and things like that. When you're more heavy set, top heavy, they will hurt some people that can't handle it, and they'll get them smaller, they'll get them reduced. Those type of things, lipo, if you want to remove certain things, if you just can't lose the weight, I guess, it's just different types of methods and ways and things like that. But let me tell you about these. So plastic surgery is an altering method. Like, it's an altering type of decision. So plastic surgery, it has permanent outcomes, just like our life decisions, right? There's no uno reverse. You suffer the consequences. There's no takebacks from plastic surgery, and that's why people keep doing it, because they get addicted, and then they end up messing up and getting botched. You know what I'm saying? They're botching themselves now because they're trying to fix what they thought was messed up, and now that's messed up, and now you got something new messed up on top of something that was old messed up. It's just a whole bunch of mess up, and it don't look no better. So you could just Google botched plastic surgery, and voila. You know what I'm saying? So, being a botched person in life is what I'm talking about, though. People get on people about having plastic surgery and going under the knife, but the decisions you make are like going under the knife as well. The things that you decide in your decisions, that's going under the knife as well. Okay? Spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, all of it. That's like surgery as well. The friends you choose to hang out with, the family that you choose to involve yourself with, your co-workers, your pacifiers, your acquaintances, the people, whatever, the club, the meetups, the whatever you're surrounding yourself with is eventually what you're going to be, right? It's going to have some type of karma residue on you, right? So let me fix it. Come on, Simply again. Come on, Simply. I love this. I don't endorse it, but I love it. It's nice, it's good. Okay, so boom. Having a botched personal life is basically like, let's say, I can't stress it enough, but it's happening. Loving on jailbirds and thinking that, that's cool, or that's, like that's gonna be forever. Like, I'm gonna do some more studying, but I found out that the women prisons don't get as many visitors as the male prisons. I wonder why that is. That's real deep. That's kind of messed up. You would think that, and I'm not being sexist, I'm not being biased, but you would just think that women, right? The mothers, the aunties, somebody's grandmama that's in there, they would get a visit. You know, you would think people would really visit these women prisons, but they be going years and months without men and being lonely. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show for something. Like, the men, they have no problem getting visitors. They have no problem getting pen pals. You know, girls will have a couple boyfriends in different jails and just be like, he ain't going nowhere. He always, I know where he at. You know, like, girl, that's not funny. That's sad. You always know where he at. That's so insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like, always being a jailbird, in and out of jail, thinking that's your second home, thinking that you finna go hang with the homies. Come on, Bookie. That's not grown. That's not adulting. Okay? You have records. You are a repeat offender. Now, I can see you got a little trouble back in the day. You got a little trouble back in the day. But now you flipped a new coin. You changed your life. You're trying to be a better person. You're not trying to be in and out of jail. That's not cute. That's not fun, right? There's no freedom in jail. There's no women in jail. There's no, well, like I said, they be getting visits. And they be getting them conjugals. So, and they be getting with them COs and what? I be hearing the stories, child. I be shocked. Like, y'all be really lonely up in this piece. Like, y'all have no F's given. Y'all don't give no F's. Like, I would be, whoa, out of my mind, petrified to deal with a dude in jail. And it's on my job? Oh, no. Anyway, botched. Your botched life. Repeated offender. You always got a record or extensive record. You can't really do much. You can't get a license. You can't go out of the country, get a passport, have fun, go on vacation. You gotta scam. Scammers, gamblers, drugs, sex, addictions, food. It's all kind of botched real life in the world. You know, you have a botched appetite if you always like glutton and you don't consider your weight. That's unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? You're botched if you just want to come home and just drink booze and be a couch potato and never go outside and walk or go to the park or go get a pet to go play with or something, like, go play with your kids or go work out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're botched. You're hanging out with the dudes on the corner, the hood boogers, hanging on the block. That's crazy to me. Like, that's still like a thing. Like, that has no age limit. There are 18-year-olds, 14-year-olds hanging on the block. There are 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50, 60, 70-year-olds hanging on the block. Like, that shit don't get old at all. Like, your ways are going to be your ways until you're gone. So, people just be botched, like, internally. So, y'all talk about plastic surgery. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it's kind of a comparison because you're altering your life at the end of the day, just like a plastic surgery. You're going under the knife, choosing these fucked up situations and wondering, why am I going through this? Oh my God, why I keep choosing the same man? Why did I give him my number? You didn't learn from the last one? He the same way. You probably met him in the same area. It's the same cycle, over and over and over again.
Oh no.
We don't have to go through this. We don't have to. So, hanging around with toxic people, and you know they be doing toxic stuff, right? Right? You know. You be like, damn, they ain't doing nothing. I could be doing this. I could be doing that. then go do it. That's what you should be going to go do. Don't try to please your homies, your homegirls. Let's go to the club tonight. Let's go get a bottle. You did that last weekend. And the weekend before that. And the weekend before that. It's like, if you don't want better for yourself, just say that, Toots. Just say that, B. We don't need you. We don't need to be around you. Facts. Like, just be who you are. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't drag people down with you. That's the no-no. That's the negative. That's what we're not going to do. So, I'm just making people aware of how you can be botched internally. Not just on an aesthetic level, but inside, you're botched. It's crazy. Like, and you're addicted to it. You're addicted to the surgery, bro. Everybody can't be saved, right? Everybody can't go, right? Right. They gotta watch you from the top, from the bottom. They gotta see you, you know. They gotta see you, you know. I see you. I see you. They gotta, that's the angle. And it's not like you looking down on them. It's not about that. Y'all gotta get that out y'all head. The people that make the good decisions or like try to be a better person, they're not arrogant. They're not trying to be better than you. They're just trying to be a better person. Like, that's it. I'm not looking over there to be like, oh, what she got? Oh, who she with? How much that costs? I told y'all about pocket watching in my last video. I told y'all about monitoring spirits. This is not a game. This is not Disney. Like, it's not. I know we grew up on it. I know Disney was our kids. But that's where they try to keep you, in that box of fairy tale, you know? How many of us really do find our prince? How many of us really do find our king? You know, that's fairy tale shit. It's cute, but it's not reality. So, going under the knife is bigger than just laying on the table. It's your decisions that you're making. You're going under the knife. The jobs you choose, you're going under the knife. The friends you choose, you're going under the knife. You control your facilities. You move when you want to move. You blink when you want to blink. You talk when you want to talk. Nobody controls you. You're not a puppet. Nobody's in your head. This ain't no pimping house shit. Can't nobody really get in your head unless you ain't got one, or unless you just, you know, you just wanted to. You just gave up on life. You don't even want to think no more. That's what I'm talking about. Being botched internally. So y'all can, ha, Kiki, look at her. Oh my God, look at her lips. Look at her chi-chi. Look at her BBL. Is that a fake hairline, my guy? Is that the what is that? The Rogaine sideburn joint? Are you dripping? What is that? You could talk all day about that. That's cool. That's cute. That's funny. But what about the people that's being botched inside? The nasty people inside. I work around a lot of nasty people in a nasty environment because it's gambling. Gambling is one of the sickest addictions you can have. Just like drinking, just like hardcore drugs, it's the same shit. It takes you under. There's nothing good about it. Now, the people that are not addicted and they just like to have fun, there's nothing wrong with that. Have fun. Have your gambling money, your spending money. But I've been around that for years. And I see where it can go. And I see how people be looking. They live in there. You don't want to live there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just want to have some type of crazy addiction, I guess be like a gym rat. That's one thing you can say about a gym rat. They're a little annoying, but it's a good addiction. And I'm not talking about the ones that like build like tires and shit and they can't turn and wipe their ass and turn and look at their kid or their dog or something. Like, no, I'm talking about just regular gym rats. They just love the gym. They can't stop being in the gym. That's a good habit. There's nothing wrong with that. But I know those things are hard to find. Those things are far in between. You know, it's not that many good things, I guess, to be addicted to. But we gotta do something. So, plastic surgery, life-altering decisions go hand in hand. They really do. They really do. And I'm putting it together that way to show y'all that what's funny to you is exactly what you're doing. It's just in another way, you know? You're just doing it in another way. But you're not looking at it that way. We talked about the toxic communities. We talked about it. We're going to keep talking about it because it's there. I'm not here to put people down. I'm here to just shed light on certain things. Okay? I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm not talking about nobody I know specifically. So get that out your mind. When I speak for the world. I speak for the universe. I speak for generations. You got to get off your horse because I'm not talking to you. Now, if you're triggered, if the shoe fits, walk down the street with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And get comfy. You know? And that's it. So are they going to take our shine?
No means no.
Can they stop what's meant for you? Anybody?
No, 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 no.
Are you going to always have haters?
No, no, no. 1,000 times no.
No, you're not going to always have haters, but you're going to always have people that, you know, want to be the adversary. They just want to, you know, go against you, go against the grain. But the truth is they really like you. They like something about you to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I don't really hate anything like that. So for you to for me to hate something, it has to have my full attention. It had to have meant something to me, and then I'm like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? I don't just walk around like, look at her, look at him, hate y'all, hate y'all, hate y'all. I got hate in my heart. I hate y'all. Like, no, I'm not walking around with that spirit. Not at all. But you do have to prove yourself to me if I do get to know you. You have to prove yourself to me to be an upstanding person because I'm always going to have my guard up. Always have my head on a swivel. Stay prayed up. Stay ready. You know, because they think it's sweet when it look like it. You know, with a name like Kenzie, you got to kind of compensate. Like, I don't play that shit. I do not play that shit. We can get down. By any means. Okay? But the Lord got me. That's my fighter. That's my warrior. That's my everything. He fights my battles, my wars, everything. So I don't need to. But like I said, having a botched life, you got to kind of sit and look at it because botched is hard to come back from. Having a long, extensive record and being a jailbird, I know it's hard, y'all. I know. It's hard. But you got to rehabilitate yourself. You got to expunge some things. You got to go through the ropes and stop being in trouble. You have to show proof, like a creditor, that you earned this credit. You can get a credit increase because we trust you now with a little bit of change, a lot of bit of change, because we trusted you with a little bit of change. You get that? That's how your credit increase. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta be on time. I don't care what they talking about. If you get something with payment, auto pay. Put that sucker on auto pay and make sure you always got money in that account. And if you overdraft, you better go out there and hustle and go put it back in the account. That's just what it is. That's what you gotta do. There's no excuse, like, anymore for anything. It's done. It's said. It's done. It's written. So, and people are doing it. You know, people got no legs and they dancing. Like, people ain't got like no arms and they fighting. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's nothing that we can't do as a nation anymore. Okay? We sort of kind of had a black president, I guess, whatever, mixed, whatever you want to call it. You know, he was different. He was a little bit more melanin than others. You know what I'm saying? It's just time for a change, for real, for real. Like, do some work inside, watch some videos, keep the sun shining on you. Hello? Keep that sun shining on you, you know? And can they stop what's meant for you?
No.
And, you know, are you gonna ever stop rocking and stop going to the top?
No.
Oh, do you ever like think short of yourself or little of yourself, like just to kind of like put yourself in a little bit?
No.
Okay, that's what you gotta surround yourself with. All them people that don't believe in you and you know they don't, you gotta get away from them. You gotta get away from them. Because if you really believe in you, you wouldn't be around people that didn't. You just wouldn't. It don't go. It doesn't match. So, I'm your hostess with the mostest. Head on a swivel, stay prayed up. Keep going. I was tired as I don't know what, and it's been a while. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a while. But I've been tired, y'all. I've really been hustling. I have a second, like a part-time type of little gig I'm doing on top of my full-time, on top of trying to do this. I even want to start doing Bigo again because it's a little good coin that's over there. And all you gotta do is just go live. I can do that. I've gotten a little check from them. I got a little change from them before. I could do it again. You know, I just gotta stay consistent. Staying consistent, okay? Tired and all, y'all. Trying to stay consistent, all right? So, make sure you like, make sure you comment, subscribe, share my video. You know, I'm just a little black girl from South Central Los Angeles. You know, we are not all the same. We are not all a monolith. This little girl had big dreams. This little girl was always creative. Ask anybody that this little girl knows. Ask anybody that knows this little girl. From a little girl to a grown woman. Life happens. That's what happens. Survival, you know, getting your life together. Getting people out of your life. Certain people can go and they not gonna go. Can they go?
This is my last word. No!
And they not. Dead ass. They ain't going. Because I know where I'm going. And I know where I want to go. And I know where I want to be. Like Donnell Jones. I know where I want to be. Okay? I have to figure it out though. And as everybody else should. So thank you so much. Blunt Babe TV, episode 24 in this thing dope. And I will be coming back with another fire video. I will be going live with other people. I will be having interviews. If you want questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you can email bluntbabe, the number 2, the letter K, as in king, at gmail.com. Bluntbabe2K at gmail.com. Hit me up. I got a Facebook page. I got an Instagram page. So make sure y'all go like and stuff. I'm going to post these lives, or at least the promotion of it with the link on my Blunt Babe page. Finally, I'll be posting all episodes. So I'm gonna wait till I probably get to, I don't know, 25. And then I'm gonna start making some adjustments and some arrangements. So thank you so much for joining me. Love y'all. Love, peace, and soul grease. Soul grease, hair grease. Love, peace, and soul. Bye, y'all.